Hey folks, I finally remembered to do this after chores instead of before, so the pigs are a little more chill. I'm reintroducing myself to the piglets, so I put down some food for them. Oops. And now I'm just laying here close to them. I had a podcast going for a while, but they really don't like other people's voices. They were staying about 5 feet further away. So they know me at least a little bit. Oh my goodness. Cuties. You're a cutie. You little girl are going to the lower mainland. Yeah. Oh, hi. We have a newsletter every second month at work, and they ask for pictures of pets or animals. So I'm hoping I can get a couple piglet pictures to send into that. And then honestly, in a couple weeks, more than half of these guys will be gone. Amazing how fast they go. And that's everyone eating back there. Some of the piglets are quite happy to share with grown-ups. But these ones have it good out here. They have a nice little pile of grain. They've been frolicking in the roses, and the roses are absolutely in full bloom. Just smells amazing here right now. Look over that way. Hey guys, I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Okay. There we go. Oh, you're safe. Well, as safe as you ever are. You little ones. You wanna let me pet you? Here. No? Let's see how this goes. We're not sure. A little bit more? Maybe. Not quite sure. That's all right. You're doing good. Okay, I'm gonna get up. There we are. It's just a gloriously sunny day, and with all the rain that we've had lately, everything is so green. And just like, come look at these roses. It's amazing. So many roses. They smell so good. This is just the wild rose that grows around here. I didn't plant these. I've been looking at rose catalogs to see what's hardy up here. And there's a lot. I mean, it's a tiny fraction of what is everywhere else. But, like if there are 50 really fragrant roses that I can plant, that's more than I have room to plant and weed. So I don't really need more than that. Don't need the thousands and thousands of varieties that there are. That's one of the things that I've felt about the north, is that it does limit my options a lot for what I can grow, what I can do. But I've had so many options that it doesn't hurt to reduce them a little bit sometimes. I still have choice, but I don't have so much choice that it's completely overwhelming. Not right, Thea. Okay, piglets. Oh yeah. Pig pen up here at least stayed dry. Those pigs are pretty unhappy that they were pretty unhappy that they had broken their house down. I found the missing piglet, who was, in fact, under the hut. Oh my, oh, that's cute. Missing piglet was under the house. It was dead and wrapped up in the tarp. So it must have been hit when the house fell down. I had lifted the walls and looked under them and hadn't seen any piglets there. But because it was wrapped up in the tarp, and I wouldn't have thought that the tarp would hurt a piglet when it fell, but it must have hurt the piglet. And then the walls got moved by the pigs, which is completely understandable. They move everything. So that was sad and reassuring both. Sad because I don't like it when any of my animals die, especially in an uncontrolled way, where, I don't know if they've suffered. But it was a relief that this piglet wasn't wandering the neighborhood starving to death or something like that. And it was a relief that, hi Crow. It was a relief that no one had stolen it. So far, no one's stolen any of my animals, but it is a thing that happens. I hear about it more in the States, but we did have some folks around here who would travel on the northern part of this province and the neighboring province and would steal animals and then either hoard or resell them. That's never good. Oh, look at that. Someone has girdled this aspen, or half girdled it, eaten the bark off of halfway around. That's actually really good. Good job. Was that, I don't even know, like it was probably either geese or pigs. They didn't do this one. Oh, hi, little one. Oh, hi. Hi, geese. Oh, is there there, it's the fourth one. Those goslings are big enough to get out of the kiddie pool on their own now, so I can stop putting a chunk of rock in it to help them get out. I have some Americana chicks coming tomorrow, which are blue egg layers. I'm going to try and put them under an existing hen, or like a hen that's broody. So I'll put them under her, and hopefully she will take care of them for me, and I won't have to put them under a heat source and give them food and water very carefully and make sure that their heat is exactly right and change their bedding every day. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. They're definitely goose-shaped, but they're They're not graceful yet. And they're definitely getting feathers. What good geese. And my beans are up. For some reason, that row on the right just is not doing as well, which is interesting to me. I need to do some weeding in there. I've been weeding out several buckets a day of lamb's quarters and feeding them to the chickens that are stuck in that coop there, to the quail, and to the pigs. I probably won't get tons of buckets today, but I'll probably fill one or two. All of my broody hens have just not been having success at hatching anything, so it's good that I have broody hens, because when these chicks come, there will be lower care, and it's good that I have chicks coming so I can get some of them to stop being broody and take care of some chicks and then start laying again. I think it's time to pick some rhubarb again. Look at that. And over here, this one is just huge. So last time I picked rhubarb, I made spruce tip and rhubarb sauce, which was unbelievably good. It was just so good. So I don't know what I'll do next time. The spruce tips are over. I have a recipe for rhubarb marmalade. Hi, geeses. Whittling away at that pile there. We'll see. Hi, miss. I got some corn planted the other day. This stuff I didn't start in advance, so we'll see. It might not do at all. It might just be way too late to get corn in. It's in the center, so I have rows of potatoes on either side. And if you look, let's go look. There are all these white seeds on the surface, like that. They're fluffy, and you kind of think that they're cottonwood, but most of them right now are willow, although one of those was also dandelion. It's the last set of potatoes left to plant. So some purple Russian and some Pacific russet. And then as the season goes, I will put more and more soil on here, so the potatoes are tucked nicely under. You can see that's only maybe 6 inches of soil right now. And ideally, when you harvest, there's like a foot of soil over the potatoes. If you go in here, you'll see that the hascap bushes are doing really well. I've been in here pruning off the some of the suckers for the cottonwoods or the aspens, but there's still lots left. Anyhow, this is a hascap bush. I love that red in there. It's so pretty. So it's doing nicely, getting nice and big. This one's doing really well. Anything that has a green stem is this year's growth, so that all grew this year. And any stem that's brown is from before that. So you can see this one and that one are nice and big. The geese like totally destroyed this apple tree. Definitely Geese would be a great choice if you had an orchard that was already made. But having them when it's getting started is a little bit tricky. There's another haskap, kind of hiding in the bushes. It's not as big. And we've had a lot of rain, so it saved me from having to water them all. But I am going to have to start watering soon here. And also to plant in these spaces where I had haskaps that died. And that's just a matter of getting around to it. So another bed of potatoes hanging out. And I think, because I think I'll run out of soil before the end of the year, I'll have to start putting straw on top. This hill here, this whole berry hill, always gets a lot of ants because it's south facing and really dry. And ants like south facing dry areas. And if I'm keeping the birds out, there'll be extra ants. So I'm gonna have to wait until the potatoes get bigger and then let some birds back in. These ants are okay. They're just black ones. There's a kind of ant that has a red head, and Josh and I call those the nasty ants. They're not very nice. They bite, whereas these ones don't. It's my wheelbarrow. There are good wheelbarrows and bad wheelbarrows, and good wheelbarrows are really important when you're moving this much stuff. This one has a nice deep top barrow, a container, and narrow sides so that my hands can reach it easily. That helps to balance it up and down. If it's like not very deep, if it's shallow and wide, then it'll tend to want to tip over on you. If it's metal, it'll rust. If it's plastic, it does not rust. So it lasts a lot longer. I got some stinging nettles picked here for my friend. Close that gate. All the way closed. I have some stinging nettles picked for tea, but you can see that the armyworms have been eating away at what's left. I need to take them all down, just like right to the ground, and use them. I can mulch the potatoes with them actually. And then maybe let the birds pick the worms off first. So yeah, it's a nice day here. Sunny, green. Animals are happy. Ooh, still a little muddy. Not as muddy as it was. Those fuzzy leaves there are a big apple mint. Let's see if I can reach them. I can't quite reach. The fence is too high. But those are like enormous, enormous leaves, which make good tea. Plus a friend gave them to me, so then they're extra nice. When you drink tea from a plant that a friend gave you, goodness, look at all those thistles. I'm told that if you get the shoots young, that you can peel them and they taste like artichokes, which makes sense because artichokes are a thistle. But I'm going to have to do something about that. I wonder if I piled up loose straw when they're coming up and then picked them while they were still inside the straw, if they would be like more like a shoot, like an asparagus shaped shoot, because the leaves wouldn't have come out yet. guess I could take the time and see if that works next spring, if I remember. All right. Well, time for me to wander off. You all have a good afternoon.